seatbelt on, folks. Welcome to another Trailfish. We're heading up in the Glades. Real tight in here. Keep your head low. Stay tuned. Joe almost got his head taken off there.
And I'm the littlest guy in the boat. Watch out, watch out. Sorry. It's okay.
Joe and I are sitting on the bottom of the John boat because it is tight in here. Yes, folks, I'm on a Glades excursion with good pal Joe and one of the premier guides in this area, Captain Kevin Mihailoff.
Kev, what are you getting back here in August?
There's a lot of small tarpon. There's a lot of snook. You know, you get some redfish occasionally, but you know, usually there's tarpon filtering all over the place, and you can catch them just about anywhere.
Is there a transition period in these waters?
They kind of move around. They'll basically be based on how the water level and wind, they just kind of transition from place to place, and they just don't ever really sit in one spot. They follow the bait around.
Look, for Joe, do you have hand-fed fish in here?
Hand-fed.
Hand-fed. Joe may need to have hand-fed fish.
Kevin had us using a variety of lures, including topwater plugs and soft plastics.
Yep. Snook.
Nice, Glenn. You wallop that plug.
That's a nice snook. Kev, do I need to watch out when I'm grabbing this fish about the lizards in here?
Yeah, well, you just look around. I think you're safe right now.
Because there was one right behind us.
Don't be scared, Glenn. Just reach down there. The lizard can only take your fingers off.
The snook that you get in here, do you ever get the different types of them, or just the regular common snook?
Well, around here, we mostly get the common snook. I'm sure there's a few sword spines and black snook mixed in, but you know, I can't really tell the difference.
All right. Oops.
Play it out, Kevin. Play it out.
Oh, it's a monster.
Oh, it's a guide fish. I always get the smallest ones, though. Thanks, buddy.
Go back. Go get your mother.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in a certain area, just kind of look around for even just a little needlefish skittering across the surface. You know, he's doing that for a reason. There's something big underneath him, cruising around, and then you just start working that area. Chances are, you know, you'll find some snook or tarpon.
When you come out here, Kev, there's so much terrain.
So much.
That you think everything looks good, but not everything is productive.
And it's definitely not. I mean, it's the 1% rule. Like 99% of the water just sucks. Like, you just got to find that 1% that's working, and that 1% can change day to day. That 1% today might not be the 1% tomorrow, and the next day and the next day. So you just, each day you come out, you just sort of have to figure it out. Hit him. Hit him hard.
Uh-oh. I think I got him, Glenn.
That drag's loose. You got to tighten that up a little bit. Sorry.
It's okay.
Nice.
Joe, you got a bigger fish than me.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
here, let me help you out here a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. Now, make sure you got the camera running on this one, Glenn. I had a monster earlier.
All right, everything all right?
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna get them for you.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, you're right. Probably 25.
Hey, you posing on my snook.
Oh, this is your snook?
Hey, what's wrong with this picture? He's posing on my snook.
I love it.
All right, get your grubby hands on this thing so I can get a shot of you with it. Folks, this is the first time that I've seen Joe catch a fish. This is a memorable moment right here.
There we go.
Document this.
Yeah, it's a rare occasion. All right, go get your mother. Or your brother.
What's that gator?
That's awesome.
There's so many fish in here, Kev, that you get a little one, like you're saying, there could be a bigger one right under
I
it.
can't tell you how many times, you know, you'll get a little snook to go pop, 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 hit your plug, pop, pop, and then boom, like, you know, 12 or 15 pounder will smoke it. Back over there where we were catching the snook on topwater, there was a lot of needlefish skittering around, not as many mullet. So there was just needlefish and snook. We came around the corner, there was lots of mullet, no needlefish, no snook. So we got to find another stretch that's holding the bait source.
Like you might have him hooked really good too.
Maybe so, maybe so.
You spotted him over there, made a nice cast.
There he is right here in this clear water.
How cool is that?
That's amazing.
Come on, baby, stay on. Yeah.
Oh, he's hooked very well.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's kind of how you want this little tarpon hook.
Come on, baby. I knew it. I knew it. I should have just played him a little bit more, tired him out.
The curse.
right.
I jumped in there and hugged him. Well,
We'll get another one.
there was a point over here, folks, that I saw a little bit of tailing and fins, and it just looked different than everything else. And I said, Kev, is that tarpon over there? And he said, I think so. And there it was. There it was. Gosh, dog it, that would have been the biggest fish of the day, Joe. That would have been it for you.
Got there, Joe. Oh, man.
That's a nice one.
Nice.
He's mad.
Beautiful.
I might actually have him hooked pretty good too. Boy, he crushed it when he ate it the first eat.
Slammed it.
Yeah, I ain't picking that thing up till he wears down a little bit.
Can you get that plug out of his mouth for me, Glenn? He's fat for how long he is. Look at how fat and how broad he is.
Boy, that's a nice one.
Nice fish.
Joe's on fire today.
Oh, God.
You got him.
Hold still.
Good, he's just
He's
fine.
dude.
Just fine. Look at that. Beautiful tarpon.
Beautiful. Thank you, buddy. I never would have bet that I got that on a plug.
I know. 15 feet from the boat.
Yeah, he just come up and crushed it.
The tarpon that are in here, this is their nursery, right? And then they move on out. Where do they go from here when they start to get size up?
Well, the thought is they get to a certain point and they get big enough. They decided to start traveling outside. But for most of their young lives, they're back in these nurseries and estuaries and feeding on little bait and shrimp and whatever they can get onto.
What do you got for lunch, Joe?
Here, Glenn. This will help you catch more fish. What you got there, Glenn?
I think it's a different type of snook.
A really, really small one.
I wish.
Oh, yeah, he's still smaller than mine.
Look, get a little closer to it, Joe.
Do you need some fishing advice, Glenn?
See what I'm talking about, Kevin?
I did.
See?
did.
I hate Joe. I don't know what happened to Joe, but he's got the fire today.
He's got another one.
What do you want to say?
You need to learn to fly fish, Glenn. It's good for you.
Great.
Bring that silver over here.
Good for you. That was a nice eat.
I saw him flash.
I know. I think that's.
Well, you know, Glenn, like, he warmed him up.
I think that's my fish, right, Kev?
Chummed him up.
He brought him out, and then he just flipped the fly right behind him and slammed it.
That's happened a lot.
That's exactly what happened. So the poacher. Now his new nickname is the poacher.
So we're going to give Glenn the assist? Is that what we're going to do?
Oh, he gets half the point.
Go. buddy.
Another nice one. Look at Joe. He's like, look at his head. It's like a big hot air balloon.
Basking in the glow.
Shut the hell up. Well, Joe's gone off to the bathroom, but I just wanted to take a moment to say that this was a real comfortable ride. As far as the fishing and what it's like during the year, is this the slow season and then you start to pick up? What's the prime time for folks to come and do this with you?
Well, you can catch big fish all year, and you can catch, it just depends on what you're catching. Now, sometimes the snook fishing's better, sometimes the tarpon fishing's better, sometimes it's better for little tarpon or big tarpon, but it's good pretty much all year, pretty consistent if you know where to go.
Here comes Joe. This is what I have to deal with all the way back. You know how many miles that is?
How was it, 3-4 hours?
If I had a needle, I'd pop that bubble of ego gas right there.
Yeah, he did put it on you today.
Yeah, he did. I'll never hear the end of this.